stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 27 yards. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
That's a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's how you shake off the interception and throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. So the completion good. And it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Second catch for him today, and it'll run out the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if there's
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Rashad Weaver coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Purdy on 4th down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they wanted to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. He may go. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Forced out to his left. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now Tannehill. He finds Hopkins complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Shudak for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, I want thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, wouldn't these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. On the counter, it's Henry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46, going up for the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So this one, a Tennessee Titans victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should have bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On second down, this is Madison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Down there on the right sideline. That's Osborne. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 31 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give to Madison. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Another carry now from Madison. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Another incompletion there.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Great.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They go play action with Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And Hurts going to move him around. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he is going to have the Bears' 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man-on-man, isn't it?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yard.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st down, Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields finding more on the out route for the completion. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's on his way. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Swift on the counter. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call line or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Give him 32 on the play. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson. From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jones. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 23 yards, the final tally. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Fields on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
6-yard line.
73. Delta.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose up the left sideline. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll make the is a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side of